Man Strike. I'm Josiah.
I'm Isaiah.
I'm Elijah.
And I'm Levi.
Today we're covering Justice League. Now, for our top 10 strikes, we start off with too many, too soon. When the reaction terrorists show up, they walk into the building, they're in there for like just a minute, and then looks out the window, and we can see that the police already have a full perimeter surrounding the building. Just absolutely surrounded.
Within a few moments of them being in there.
Yeah.
So.
Why do you have the bat?
Because I don't have a trident. It's Aquaman. We don't have DC stuff. This is the closest thing I could find. I have the muscles.
I'm Batman.
So,
Give me the bat.
Strike 2, we have Just Shoot Her. During the reaction terrorist fight, one of them comes up behind Wonder Woman, hits her in the back of the head with the stock of his gun when he clearly could have shot her.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
it's actually been a consistent problem through the DC movies.
Yeah, it didn't work against Batman during the Batman Begins
Give me the
series.
bat. Give me the Batman. Strike 3. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that these guys don't know bombs like we do. These so-called reaction terrorists claim that this bomb would blow up 4 London blocks where it wouldn't blow up his house. Believe me, I know.
What?
Strike 4. One small man, one big blast. So when Wonder Woman was fighting the reaction terrorists in the building, she takes out all of them and there's only one left. And for that one guy, she decides to use her power and cross her wrist like that and blows out part of the building, the windows, just for the one guy. When just a little bit before, she didn't have to do that to take out any of these people.
A little bit of overkill, if you say.
Yeah.
Should blow out all the windows.
And the hospitals.
Strike 5. As usual, we have the political agenda. Bruce Wayne.
You know the thing about politics is nobody cares. The polar bears aren't. What are you doing? Hey!
Hey.
Holy Harley Quinn. Hello, beautiful.
Super Bruce. Strike 6.
So we've got a Kryptonian ship in the middle of the city with a high security like perimeter all around it, and we've got just a janitor guarding the inside of it. And no wonder he's the one taken, because he walks in on that alien snooping around and he goes, hello. And he's got a broom in his hand, hello.
So much for security.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hello?
Strike 7. We have 100 years above average. So Wonder Woman is still all emotional, both angry and sad, frustrated over the death of her boyfriend Pilot from 100 years ago, which, by the way, I should mention, she only had like one night with him. So I think that's a little dramatic considering 100 years. She doesn't age. She could get new boyfriends forever. But I mean, granted, he was above average.
You know the law of averages is way overdue. What did you smack?
The bat fell.
Strike 8, we have Tunnel Out. Cyborg ditches the rest of his team while they're crawling up on the Nightcrawler. And next scene, they're all out of it, and we get no explanation like how long it took or how they got out.
Why they didn't drown?
Why they didn't drown when the Nightcrawler drowned. Like, no more Nightcrawler, but the rest of them were.
For Strike 9, we have mothers missing boxes. So as the Superman and the Metal Man are trying to separate these boxes, they go kaboom! And they're gone.
They just completely disappeared from the shot, and we don't get any explanation of how they're going to protect it afterwards or what happens to them afterwards. They're just gone.
Strike 10. Truck versus world.
Yes, so Superman and Cyborg. Is that a pelican?
It's a stork, you idiot.
Okay. So Superman and Cyborg are trying to separate the mother boxes, and then Superman hears that there's civilians trying to get away, and he prioritizes that over saving the entire globe when thank you.
You took your haircut.
He's trying to save the entire globe, and he's like, wait, I gotta save the civilians first, which if he just kept at it, they would have separated the mother boxes, killed Steppenwolf, and they would have saved the world anyway. It seems like a ridiculous risk if you're trying to save the world that you're gonna get distracted. And strike, what are we doing? Before we go, we do want to mention the likes that we have. Number 1 would be Ben Affleck. Affleck as Bruce Wayne and Batman. We thought he did a really good job despite all the harsh criticism before he was ever actually shown on screen for it.
You doubters. Like number 2, The Island.
Yes. The island full of Amazonian chicks. I could vacation a couple days there, let's just say. Let's leave it at that.
For like number 3, we have the Aquaman. He's big, he's bold and beautiful. He's got long blonde hair. I take that back.
It's not blonde for...
I said he doesn't have blonde.
Long hair.
The Atlantis scene could be its own movie. Like, we'd like to see an Atlantis movie with the Aquaman.
Yeah.
DC.
And of course, we like that they introduced the other characters that didn't get their origin movies, such as the Flash and Cyborg. They did a good job developing those characters before putting them into action, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
And for like number 4, we have Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to thank you all for joining us for our likes and our strikes. That pretty much does it. I want to thank you all for your contribution, all your good words and thoughts. You didn't hardly say anything. Why?
Because I'm Batman.
Oh, for crying out loud. You guys and your characters.
All right, that's enough of this strike-like mumbo-jumbo. You want to know how I got these scars?
Hey, we don't need to hear that story.
No, we've heard the scar
We've
stories.
heard it like
Hey,
100 times.
It's a different one. It's a new one.
gosh.
This time, okay?
There's no
Sure.
So, I had a wife once who worried too much.
Oh.
She thought I was too pretty. So, she thought I'd run off with another girl. So she does this to me. You know what the funny thing is? They can't keep their hands off me. Alright, thank you for joining us at Fan Strike. Make sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and follow us on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Fan Strike.